So your rose plant is not growing well and thinking what to do. There are many problems that we often get while growing the roses, especially the hybrid rose plants. Here in this video I am going to discuss about what I do for my rose plants, how to produce lots of new growths and how to get healthy rose plants. You would see everything with updates, and at the end of the video I would also discuss about few very important caring tips. So let's get started, and if you are new to Gardening Upbeat then please consider subscribing. I am dividing this video in two parts. If you have collected a new rose plant then please watch the first part carefully. Or if you already have one rose plant from previous year and you want more growths on your rose plants, then please go to the second part of this video. So here is one of my new rose plants that I collected from nursery. Here is the number one tip. Whenever you buy any rose plant, please try to buy plants which have more branches. Here you can see my plant already has 3 branches. On second, we also need to use very good potting soil mix for rose plants. Roses need acidic soil and I take 60% normal garden soil and rest 40% vermicompost. On third, please use medium to bigger sized pot. 10 to 14 inch pot would be enough, and here I am taking one 10 inch pot. Next, let's repot the plant and add all the important elements so that our plant grows well. I am adding two components here, and first one is 25 grams neem cake powder. The second one is 30 grams bone meal. Instead of this, you can also use rock phosphate and it's available on Amazon. One very important thing to note, please avoid burying the crown inside the soil. Here you can see this is the grafting point. That means it's the crown and it should stay above the soil. It's because from here plant is going to produce new branches. I can also see few tiny growths from the bottom part. These are suckers and we should not let them grow. But at this stage they are very small, and if you find it difficult to know whether they are suckers or new growths, then please wait for some more days and let them grow a bit. Let's wait for the updates. Next, watering my plant thoroughly. After that, I would keep the pot in bright area for next 2 days and then I would shift the plant to the terrace. This is an update after 14 days and we can see suckers are growing very fast. Now there are two very easy ways to identify the suckers. First, they are going to grow really very fast comparing to the other parts of the plant, and on second, usually they are going to have 7 leaf patterns. They are 100% sucker and we need to remove them. But it doesn't mean that all 7 leaf patterns are suckers. In fact, new growths on hybrid roses can have 7 leaf pattern too. For example, here are few new growths and these are not suckers. Now what's the difference? See, the leaves on the sucker is smaller and they turn to green very fast. But the new growths on hybrid rose plant don't change the color that fast and usually the size of the leaves is bigger. At any time if you get any doubt between suckers and new growths, please let them grow a bit and later you can remove them by inspecting the color and their growing habits. So this is the result after 35 days and here you can see that my plant is growing quite well. We can see lots of new growths and very soon my plant should bloom well. I would do another video where you would be able to see lots of flowers. I did almost the similar things on my other rose plants too. Honestly saying, I love the color of new growths a lot, and it's because it's somewhat tough to get lots of new growths on rose plants, especially in my place where summer temperature and humidity are both high at the peak time and roses need warm and dry environment. So you have seen that what we can do to get lots of new growths on a new rose plant. So let's take a look what we can do if we already have an old plant. Here is one of my old rose plant, and at this time there are not many new branches. Plus it's also not blooming well. So the very first thing that I need to do is pruning. I was actually late to do all these things, and if you want to prune your rose plant, then please do in September to October, and that way you are going to get more flowers in winter, as in our place hybrid roses bloom well in winter. We can do hard pruning and roses respond very well to it. On second, I would need to remove the surrounding soil. If you can repot your plant with fresh soil mix, it would be much better, or else you can do the same like me. Next, adding few components, and first one is 30 grams mustard cake powder. Second component is 50 grams bone meal. Third component is 30 grams neem cake powder. And finally 10 grams Epsom salt. Three important notes here. First, if your plant is new and age is less than 1 year, then please apply only half of that dose. On second, if you are using a smaller pot, let's say 10 inch, then also please use half of that dose. My plant is in a 14-inch pot. On third, we can feed our plant the same way once in 30 to 40 days, and we actually should do it. Finally, adding fresh soil mix at the top. Watering my plant, and let's wait for the updates. This is the result after 22 days, and we can already see many new growths on my plant. It's a bit early, and that's why my plant is not looking much fuller, but after some days definitely plant is going to look much fuller. Hope this plant blooms well too. What about watering and sunlight requirements? For watering, please keep the soil consistently moist, and it's better if you don't let the topsoil dry out completely. For sunlight, please try to provide minimum 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight, and in summer, try to protect the plants from midday or afternoon sunlight if possible. Other than all the things whatever I have mentioned here, there is one common problem that we get on our hybrid rose plant, that is the curly leaf and damaged new shoots. It happens because of the pest attack, and please check out my next video to know more about it. You would see everything with updates and results. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you found this video useful, then please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you are new to Gardening Upbeat. Take care and enjoy.